Hey everybody, here is a garden update for you. We just finished a whole bunch of rain yesterday night and this morning here in North Texas. I think it's about April 14, 15 now. And a lot of the mulch, as you can see, has been laid down. So let me just kind of show you what we got going on here in the garden. So, new batch of mulch, and I basically laid it all out here to cover the rest of the grass in the backyard. So we have truly now the woodland forest ready to go. Little update on the garden. So here you can see now that, it's about middle afternoon, and this side is starting to get sun now, which is great, right? I can't grow here during the late fall, winter. It's all under shade, but now here we are in April, and it's been a couple weeks now that this side is starting to get sun. Plus, with the tree being chopped, there's more sun on this side too, so I got more useful growing space. So what's growing over here on this shade side of the house? Well, onions are kind of doing good here. The snap peas I put in, and they look like they are catching and starting to trellis up. I have to replace this netting here. I probably won't get another season out of that. I put down some Japanese mustard there. I saw the plants at Walmart, and it's like, all right, why don't I get some of those? So I put them in, and they get some sun. They don't need a lot of sun, but they get just enough, I think, to keep the plant going. And some more onions and chives that are doing well here. Trying to move stuff around, so it's a bit of a mess, and after the rain I had to kind of, the wind blew things around. But how's it doing here going on this side of the house? You can see that the cucumbers are doing pretty good. It looks like they are starting to flower, and they're starting to make the bigger leaves, which means they're going to take off and start to trellis up. I had 3 little Brussels sprout plants that I put out there. Don't know what they're going to do, but I threw them out there. And then some onions that you can tell are getting pretty good there. They're doing well. Looking over here at the herb garden, that's starting to take. Dill, which we love to grow, I put a lot in, but once it gets hot, I don't think dill does very well. But for right now in April, while it's cool, and we're going to have into the 70s and cooler nights, so that should be good for the plants. But the herbs seem to be doing well. Looking here, the flower bed is starting to take shape, which is great. And then, of course, you can see now where I laid the rest of that mulch, one continuous backyard of mulch. A lot of these containers were overwintered in the garage for plants, and you can see that some of them are coming back, that they got the leaves coming, and they're doing great. Some of them, some of these hydrangeas, I don't know if they made it over the winter. They might not have. I might have to just take those out. But I was giving them a chance to water and get some sun and see if any of those plants made it through the winter. The roses are coming back. The little pineapple plants seemed like it lasted the winter there, so that's doing well. So formerly what was our shade side of the house, now with some sun because of the tree, is doing well. Did a little planting here. I'm probably going to take these elephant ears out of these containers and just put them right in the ground, right in the mulch. I think they'll do fine that way. I don't think I need the container. My mulberry tree, I was a little disappointed in my mulberry tree here. It started, we had some warm days in February, and this guy started to show some leaves here and it's like, oh look, it's growing. But then when a couple cold days happened, I think he's so little still, it killed it. And of course it didn't kill the roots, because at the bottom we got the new mulberry coming up, so I didn't pull it. It's like, all right, we'll let it go and resprout. But I was disappointed that, the care and effort I put in planting this, it didn't catch and get stronger faster at the end of the year. But no worries. Over here though, we have our persimmon tree. That is doing well. That caught when I planted it, and it made it through the winter, and nice big leaves coming through, so I'm happy to see that. Looking on this side now, this was some of the plants that we put in, some flowers on that to be part of this garden space here, and the roses. The hanging baskets will be the next thing. I'll have to go out and get some plants for the hanging baskets and probably replace some of that liner there that seems to have gone bad. Doesn't last more than a season or two. But yeah, so this is going to take shape, and now the question will be, what do we put here? I would think maybe you're thinking the same thing, like a little stone path. This is going to compact down a little bit. It won't be so fluffy mulch, but a little stone path or some, stones just to make a little path, make it decorative. But now I can bring out some plants here. I can not worry about they got to be there at the fence. I can plant things here, there, and everywhere and make it a little bit more. These flowering redbud trees, I think they are, while they're decorative in that, they may go to make room for more fruit eating trees. That's kind of what we like a little bit better. So they've served their purpose. This pomegranate tree is we've had this here forever. Not a lot of pomegranates, just a big disaster on this guy, so he may go. But all right, so that's this side of the garden update. Let's show you now the other side, see what's going on.